welcome back to United View Road Trip Settings. I'm on my way to talk sport, and we've got a little game tonight against Grimsby, against League 2 Grimsby, and let's have it right. It's one of them games. I'm not even doing like no divine right to win and all of this nonsense. This is a game where we should be smacking them up and going home. It's that simple. Smoking them, minutes in the legs, yeah, good run out, clean sheet, and all of them things. Yes, football is football, things can happen. You know what I mean? When we played against Newport, I remember, look, that game was 2-0, got to 2-2. And sometimes, you know, if you don't turn up right and you don't do your jobs properly, you can make it a lot more difficult an evening than it needs to be. And I don't want to be seeing that tonight. I don't want to be seeing none of that tonight. I know none of us want to see any of that tonight. So they need to fix up. That's what needs to happen. They need to fix up and make sure that they go and deal with flipping Grimsby. I don't even know where is Grimsby actually? Is it? I'm not even doing a disrespect. I think it's near the sea, innit? Not far from like what, Mablethorpe, and I don't know. Anyway, I don't care. These men need to go and do the business. And if they don't, I ain't gonna lie, losing to Grimsby is a sackable offence, bro. I'm gonna keep it absolutely 100 with you lot. Let me change my hands because I'm getting a little bit annoyed here. There you go. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with you lot. Losing to Grimsby is a sackable offence. With how we are, if they have some plan that somehow results in us not winning this game, I don't care about players and, oh, this person never made the person kick the floor and fall over and miss the open. I don't care. It's Grimsby, brother. It's Grimsby. So that's it. That's all that needs to be said on that. We need to get out of this, like, you know, managers ain't involved with what's going on and just ridding the manager of anything. Criminality can happen in football. Players miss chances. I don't care if Man United missed 8 chances tonight. They should have created 15, so you still score 2. Do you get what I'm saying? Kobbie Mainoo tonight. Surely he's going to start. All the talk's been about him, and already I can see what's going to happen. What I don't want is if he plays, surely he's going to start tonight. He starts tonight. We had a professional performance. He didn't really shine, and people use that as a stick to beat people with, to say, see, why are you even hyping him up? See, why are you doing this? See, why are you doing that? I don't want to see any of that. I don't want to see it. I probably will see some of that, but I'd rather not, to be honest with you. I'd rather not. But also, the other side of it, if Kobbie does really well tonight, which obviously we hope he will, and he should, but if he does really well tonight and slaps in 2 goals or does this, that, and the third, it also isn't the measuring stick to be like, this is why Amram needs to play him, this is why this. We're not going to learn a lot from playing against Grimsby, guys. If we win 10-0 today, right, that doesn't mean anything for the Premier League. These men are League 2, bro. League 2. So I don't want to hear any, like, this doesn't really have any barometer on how good or, well, actually, it could have a barometer on how bad we're doing. If we don't do what we're supposed to do, we have to talk about that because it's a League 2 team. But if we slap them up like we're meant to, you don't really learn anything. And also going into the Burnley game, that's the game we're all looking at. That's the game. Even Burnley coming to Old Trafford, they're supposed to get slapped and sent back to Burnley. We don't know if that's going to happen. But I want that repetition. Benjamin Sesko is important. He needs to start. He needs to get some minutes in his legs. Hopefully open his account for Man United, albeit against Grimsby. But just get that feeling for scoring. And hopefully he can then go on to start, make his first Premier League start as well. And at home against a stubborn Burnley side, which will be good for his confidence. I just want to see us just go handle business. That's it. I just, because it has been negative, and listen, some of you in the comments have been saying, why are you really negative, Flex, and this, that, and the other. I can only tell you guys how I'm feeling. I'm not going to lie. Do you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you can say, oh, you was positive in pre-season and stuff like that. And like I said, I still stand by it. It was a decent pre-season. It was a good pre-season. We did some good stuff. But if it all goes out the window in the Premier League, then what does it matter? Now, listen, I'm not throwing everything out the pram and saying abort mission, this, that, and the other. I'm not doing that. But I can just see some signs that I don't like. I can see some signs that look like they're going to lead us to somewhere where we don't want to go. Signs of that. Loads of time to turn it around. We're only 2 games into the season. 3rd game tonight in all comps. but we have to get shit done. I don't want to end up how we were last year. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, Ruben Amorim has to show stuff. He has to. We can't just keep ridding the manager of responsibility. I said it to KG on the Flexing KG show on the 30th of December last year when we played Newcastle United, and in that game where Joshua Zirkzee got taken off and, you know, they slapped us up. Could have been about 8-0. Like, even from then I was like, this looks a bit odd. I don't know if this is gonna work. Like, we need to talk about accountability. And I was, what do you mean accountability? He says, you ain't got the stomach for the rebuild. We then proceed to finish 15th, and I'm seeing some bad signs. It's like, you're not allowed to call it out. Like, you're allowed to say, like, yes, you can draw a line on the last season, but at the same time, it still happened. So if you're seeing stuff that existed last season, this season, it matters. It happened. You can't erase that. You can't erase it. So these don't need to go and do their job. They need to go and make sure that they win the game first and foremost, and just get into the next round. I'm going to call it Carabao Cup round proper, like where you were supposed to be, like the third round. I can't even remember the last time I've seen us play in round 2. This is where the big boys are supposed to be having the evening off, just planning what they're doing for the Premier League, and we're playing big competitive games in the middle of the week. Actually, to be honest with you, we probably need it, because there's players who need minutes, there's rotation that's needed, and these men need to find a groove very quickly and get some confidence, because these next 2 games have to be 2 wins, bro. They have to be 2 wins. There's no way we can come out of the international break having not beat Burnley. Unthinkable to not win tonight, and then trying to be looking to get the season started against flipping Chelsea and Man City, respectively. That's not how football works. And actually, that's not the standards. That's not the standards, regardless of 15th last year, regardless of where we are. That is not the standard. So I don't want no excuses today. No excuses. I'm not going to be overly positive if we win. And I definitely will be, it wouldn't even be over negative if we lost. If we lose tonight, like I say, you're talking sackable offences losing to Grimsby, people. Let's not, please, I don't want to see comments after this saying, come on, Flex, you're being thing. If we lose against Grimsby, it'll be the players. It'll be the players that did. I don't even know who the Grimsby manager is. If the Grimsby manager finds a way to outdo us, you know, in midfield or all of this stuff with our rubbish system, if he finds a way and we get outdone by Grimsby Town, if that's not enough to show people, including me, by the way, I want this to work for Ruben, including me, if that's not enough to show us we're going nowhere, then nothing will be. We may as well all pack up and go home as fans. Seriously. And that's even permeating for, like, football effery. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, like, ref didn't give the pen, but there should be no excuses. There should be so many chances made that it doesn't matter if the ref didn't give this pen. It doesn't matter if a man missed 2 chances. It doesn't matter if they scored a lucky goal or the ref gave why is it so windy? The ref gave a pen to them that wasn't really a pen. It doesn't matter. Man United should be so superior that the weather, shit ref, lucky goal, unlucky goal, penalty against the runner play, no VAR, offside goal given to Grimsby. I don't care. There's nothing in this world, footballing wise, that should be able to happen. Or matters, like, you know, matters like just weather and shit. Yeah? That should happen to Man United to be okay to be losing to Grimsby and then not be on the manager. I don't care. So yeah, smash the like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Having said that, I think we'll win. I think we'll win. Did I even say 2-1? 3-1. I think we'll win 3-1. Some mad stupidness will happen. We'll probably still concede. But it should be a routine evening. This is League 2, Grimsby Town. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.